Okay, now I should have... Now you should hear me. We should have sound now. I need to make sure we have sound. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Oh! Broadcaster, how I love that you like to switch my stuff on me. Alright, let's do it. I'm excited. I think we should be good on sound. Alright, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gina, aka the Gina Chu. My voice still sounds terrible, but that's okay, because we are starting a blind playthrough of Seduce Me to the Demon War. I'm so excited for this game. I loved the first one. I've loved it for years, and I can't even believe that they made a sequel. I'm so excited. Shelties is here. Fitter Kitty's here along with the host, because kids, you are amazing. I'm so happy to see you here. Hopefully more people will come jumping on in a second. So I figure we will do this in the same order that we did the first game. So we're going to start with James's room. So I don't know why we need a tutorial. Actually, it looks... Do we have to have a tutorial before we play?
Must I do this?
I guess we do. Wait. Do we have to do the tutorial? I think we do have to do the tutorial. Yeah, Shelties, if you want to create a Steam event and send it out for the Steam group, you absolutely can. Yeah, I think we have to do the tutorial. Because it looks like there's no, like, oh, there is. Oh.
Hold on there! Before you start the game, I need to ask you a few things. Don't want you getting lost now.
Okay. Kay's here, of course.
First of all, have you read the first story, Seduce Me the Otome?
Yes.
Like, seriously read it. No skimming, no pretending to read it. No. It's okay if you haven't, but there are a lot of things in this game that you won't understand unless you fully experienced and understood that story first.
Yeah, we've played through that many times. Yes, I have.
Okay. Awesome.
Ha! Achievement unlocked, returning for more. Beautiful.
You do know this is Sam's route, right?
Oh!
Little brother?
You choose the routes by the colors.
When you first met the guys?
No, I did not know that. Nope.
Well, now you do. It's not too late to go back to the main menu and choose another route.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't know, how do we choose whose route is whose? I'm trying to remember the colors. Okay, so obviously we have the 5 boys and Diana. Okay, the walkthrough that I have gives me colors. I'm not paying attention to jack shit. Okay, so we're gonna do James's route.
Hold on there.
Yeah. Yes, we know this is.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Next question.
We're doing James.
You do know this is James's route, right? You know, the eldest incubus.
Anyway, as I was saying before we started this, one of the things that I do know about this game that I kind of saw from the, a little bit from just loading up the walkthrough, is that it seems like rather than picking the correct choices for a correct route, different choices have different positive or negative values, and getting within a certain range of values gets you certain endings. So it seems like the game system is a little bit different in this sequel, which is cool. Yep, I know.
Oh, awesome! Alright then. James is pretty cool, huh?
He is.
It's the glasses, isn't it? You can tell me. Anyway, I have one last question for you. Some people like hearing the trigger warnings before they start games, while others don't really care and just want to play. It's cool either way, but do you want to know about some of the content listed in the game?
No, we're adults here, thank you!
Alright then.
Oh my god.
Just so you know, though, anytime you have the choice to have sex, you can totally say no and still get the good endings. Consent is very important, regardless of who you are.
Yes, that's good to know. I don't know. I've seen some, when you go on Steam, they have a couple of shots of some of the racier scenes. I don't even know if we can do this on Twitch, but we're gonna do it.
I think that should be everything. All right. Phew, that took a while.
Diana! Oh, shit! Yo, Diana looks sick as fuck!
Huh? What did I forget?
You forgot about the disclaimer.
Oh, crap! Oh, how could I have forgotten about that?
It's fine, I'll take care of it. This game was produced by Michaela Laws using the Ren'Py visual novel engine. We truly hope you enjoy this story.
Thanks, Diana. Now, don't you have a war to go fight?
I do. I just wanted to make sure everything was in order before the story began. I'll take my leave now.
Thanks, Di.
Do not call me Di.
It's not a real name either.
Anyway, we really do hope you like the story. Have fun! See you at the end.
God, there's something up with K-Man. Oh, achievement unlocked, a Prince's Perseverance. Oh, hoo hoo.
I wish to set a stone destiny. Because the fate of the abyssal plains is in the hands of the wrong man. I must set things right.
That doesn't sound like Diana.
I come bearing my life force as the price. Take as much as you desire, as long as my request is fulfilled.
Huh.
Then, that is the price, as long as you set the stone destiny.
Well, that can't be good. My name is okay. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look up and see what names we picked for each one. But I remember I used my own for James. We'll continue with the same names as we did last time. So yeah, I used my own name for James. So I don't know about getting the bad ends. I mean, there's probably plenty of places where you can see the bad ends. I would like to get the best ends for the feels. I'd almost forgotten it. I clung to it by a single thread, knowing that if I let go, I'd be lost in a dark void, never to return. Why? Why was I so worried about my name? Well, it was the only claim I had to reality, especially when I was behind bars. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so for those of you who may not remember, if you've played the original Seduce Me or if you've seen my playthroughs archived on my YouTube channel, you would know that the first game came with a little promo for Seduce Me 2, where a couple of years after Anderson's grandfather passed away, she went to visit his grave, only to have two demons kind of attack her and suck her into the ground with this portal and kind of push her into the demon world. So I assume that this is kind of what happened to her, that now she's behind bars. That's great. For some reason, I was in a cell. I didn't know why. I didn't know how I got in here. All I knew was that I was in it and that I was chained to a wall by shackles on my ankles. I didn't want to accept the bars as real. I didn't want to be in a cell. I didn't want to smell the dank stench of blood and sweat emanating from all around me. But I had no choice in the matter. No matter how many times I examined my surroundings, they remained the same. I was in a cell in a dimly lit stone dungeon. The walls were unfriendly and the shackles around my ankles provided no comfort. The rags I was forced to wear barely fit, and I felt filthy. Oh, the promo wasn't for this? Oh, Shelty says the promo wasn't for this route. Interesting distinction. Okay. Well, why was I here? I didn't have the answer. All I knew was that I was trapped. I could hear quiet sobbing and muffled screaming from further down the passageway I was in. They reverberated from down the hall, and I knew that they must have come from fellow prisoners or the condemned. I, however, only had one neighbor. In the cell beside me sat a figure wrapped in a dark purple cloak. The top of the figure's head was shrouded by both the shadows in their cell and the hood that covered their face. They never spoke, they never moved. Were they dead? I watched them closely for some time, but I never saw their body inhale, exhale, or show any other sign of life. Well, if it's something supernatural, who knows? I didn't wish to think on it further, so I turned my head away. What was happening? I opened my mouth to shout, hoping that maybe someone would hear me and give me some sort of clue as to what was going on. As I tried to command my voice to speak, however, the sound of a large door opening echoed through the dungeon. I turned my head towards the direction of the sound and watched as the hall slowly began to brighten like there was a torch moving towards my cell. I stared wide-eyed at what was approaching. Moving toward my cell was a man I recognized, one that had been close to my heart and now with a look of cold disdain in his... Oh, no. I just pounded as his name reverberated in my head. James. Okay, so his eyes are all glowy, so something is wrong with James. Guys, it is about 2 minutes into this route and I'm already not okay. He was still in his human form, but his voice vibrated with demonic echoes and waves, sending shivers down my spine. His tone was cold and unfeeling, as if I was not someone he loved, but someone he despised with every ounce of his being.
You still live. I'm surprised.
I forgot how much I love his voice actor. Hey, Diana! I assume this is your doing, lady. Suddenly, from the cell beside me, the count figure jumped up and slammed into the bars. Oh! Oh! She's the other prisoner! Oh! Oh, no. Oh, God, what has happened? Oh, this is terrible. I stared, now able to see who had been hidden by the cloak.
You piece of filth! How can you dare show your face again?
Diana? James seemed unfazed as he stepped towards Diana's cage and leaned in, almost nose to nose with her.
And you live too. How resilient you both are.
We're not so weak as to break under your chains, traitor. After all, unlike you, I carry pure Lilith blood in my veins. And that human, the one you love, is more powerful than your pathetic mind can fathom.
Wow, when did we become bros, Diana? Because obviously this is a continuation of James's route. We did not get along in any of the routes except your own. So I'm curious to see how this shit happened. Maybe this is like an in media res kind of thing. I don't know. What was Diana talking about? Why was James acting like this? I opened my mouth to speak but felt something hold back my voice. It was as if a vice had been tightened over my vocal cords and denied them any chance to create sound in my throat. James smirked and grabbed Diana's chin, making her snarl louder.
Anyone can be good. It just takes time and patience, both of which I have in abundance.
Whoever did this to James, I'm gonna pound them into the ground.
Fucking monk!
James tightened his grip on her chin, digging his fingers into her jaw. Diana could only wince and glare at the one holding her. I felt fear run through my body as his lips curved into an even more devilish smirk. How could he look so evil? By the way, Shelties, I hope Pep is showing up at some point, because I saw the cast list and yeah.
Be patient, woman. You'll have your turn soon enough.
As James turned his gaze to me, I felt my body suddenly heat up. His eyes were glowing an almost sickly golden yellow as he stared to my soul and ignited my core with heat and desire. He's going full incubus on us. Okay, so I'm assuming that maybe he's not fully a demon somehow, and that other part of him is allowing him to be controlled somehow? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You shot her a message? Good. Hopefully she'll show up at some point, at least before you-know-who shows up. I felt dizzy and weak, my mouth falling open and to allow a sigh to escape from my lips. What was happening? Oh! James released Diana and walked to the door of my cell, quickly manipulating the lock to open it. As the door opened, I felt myself crawl backwards towards the back of the cell, suddenly afraid of the demon who was approaching. I like the new art, by the way. At the same time, I felt an uncanny and unnatural elation for the man approaching me with a smirk that tore at my heart.
Well, time to dine.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess he wants, like, I don't know, maybe he just wants specifically, like, human energy? I don't know. I'm overthinking this. One of the things I love about the original game, and I'm sure this game is going to have it too, is that there's some really interesting and pretty deep lore. So, I don't know. I question everything, and I want to know more about everything.
Don't you fucking touch her!
Ooh! Again, Diana, when were we on good terms? I don't know. Or maybe I wound up becoming important somehow. Before I knew it, Diana pressed her body against the bars that divided our cells and grabbed James's shoulder, digging her nails into it.
You little...
Ooh! In retaliation, James swung his arm towards Diana and formed a familiar pistol in his hand. Within moments...